What's up, guys? Welcome back to Crew Outdoors. On this week's episode, we're going to be showing you guys how to make an effective shelter out of a tarp. The tarp we're going to be using today is made by DD Hammocks. It is the DD Superlight tarp. It weighs just over a pound, so super light for how big it is. I believe it is 3 meters by 3 meters. And it's just over 10 inches when you fold it down into the stuff sack. We throw this in our bag whenever we're hiking or in the woods, just in case of emergency, in case you need to throw up a shelter quick, get out of the rain or something like that. So today we're going to be showing you guys how to make a shelter out of just a tarp and a couple of trekking poles. Let's get to it. Alright guys, so as you can see, this is quite a big tarp actually. Like I was saying, I believe that it's 3 meters by 3 meters. Alright guys, so I've got 2 of the 4 pegs laid out on the back ends. And what you're going to do for the back ends, it's super simple, is you're going to peg them just into the corners, right? Just with your standard tent or something like that. We're going to peg these in at an angle so that it'll make a little bit more sense as we apply some tension as we're setting up the other side. Alright, so I'll just make sure this is nice and tight. Like that. We'll have to move our other supplies out of the way. Good. And here we've got our little bag with our other 2 pegs and our trekking poles. So now we're going to head up to the front. And as you can see on the front, we've got 2 pieces of paracord already tied. And that's going to come in handy, and you'll see why here in just a second. Alright, so we've got 5 little grommets type deals in the front. Just 5 little openings for pegs, right? You can do a lot of different designs with these tarps. However, the design we're going to show you, I think, is one of the simpler designs. So, what you're going to do, make sure that this corner is stretched out nice and tight. And I'm going to take this corner, and I'm going to fold it in 2 or 3 feet, conveniently right where that next little holder, that next little grommet is, right? Okay, so I'm gonna take this corner, I'll just put my finger right there, and I'm gonna go under, like that, and that's about right where that other one was. So it looks kind of sloppy for now, but you'll see what I'm talking about. So then we'll peg that in, good, and now that's gonna give us room to have height in our shelter so that we can sit up and do other things of that nature. So here's my other peg, so we're gonna do the same thing over here in the other corner. Make sure that this is nice and tight. And just like I said before, we've got our paracord on this one. I'm going to leave my finger right here. This one's going to come about to the exact same spot. Make sure that's nice, like that. And then I'm just going to put my peg in. Good. Alright, so that's the most difficult part, believe it or not. It's a pretty simple shelter. So now I'm going to take one of my trekking poles, and I'm going to open it up. So as you can see on our tarp, we've actually got 5 tie points down the spine of our tarp, down the very center, as you can see. And we're going to go ahead and put our trekking pole under this first tie point. And if you're using a tarp that does not have tie points, or it's not this same tarp, then you're probably looking just, I don't know, 2 or 3 feet into the tarp is all you want. And what we're going to do from there is I'm going to pull this tarp up pretty much as I can. I'm going to stick my trekking pole right under there and put it in like that. Make sure that's nice and straight so that nothing falls over. And as you can see already, we've got a lot of room, right? This can already be a pretty effective shelter. Now, instead of just having these ends flap down like that, what we're going to do with our paracord is we're actually going to bring that over to the side, and I'm just going to stretch it nice and tight, right? And then I'm just going to weave just tied little loops right into our paracord, and I'm just going to peg it down right there so that this is nice and tight, right? And I'm going to do that to both sides, and then we'll show you guys what it looks like. So as you guys can see, what we've done is we've taken our paracord and we've actually wrapped it back down here, and we forgot our other 2 pegs at home, so we've just used a couple of sticks, which works great. And what we've done is we've just pegged it right into that tie out right there, the second one from the back, so pretty much the middle tie out, and we've attached that to the paracord and the tie out, and that's given us some more space on the inside, making our shelter wider. And we've done that to both sides. And up here in the front, as you guys can see, it's not just hanging down like it was before. It can be a lot tighter than this actually. And up here in the front, you've got this last tie down that you can choose to tie to a tree or something of that nature. Just add a little extra space right there on the top. But yeah, all right, well, let's go take a look inside and I'll show you guys how roomy this kind of shelter is and how it looks from the inside. All right, guys, well, I'm gonna show you guys what it's like on the inside of our shelter, and we're gonna go ahead and get in. So the only thing you really gotta watch out for is this trekking pole that we put up right there in the middle. And what you can also do is with our second trekking pole, we can actually add that here in the back just to add a little bit more height to the shelter. I've got my other trekking pole, and all I'm gonna do is on this last tie down right there, I'm just going to lean my handle right up against it, and typically you lean it towards you just to provide a little bit more tension. But yeah, there you go. Now we've got a little bit more height in the back. All right, guys, well, if you guys have any other questions on tarp shelters or on anything more about this shelter, feel free to go comment below. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys go check out our social media pages on Instagram and Facebook. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next week.